brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And to quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it.
Alright guys, before we get into how to build a base, I'm going to go over the build cost quick. So as you guys can see on the right side of your screen, you got the plot cost. This is the build cost here with the China wall. Obviously when I build the base, I'm not going to show you guys how to build a China wall, but I will show you guys the foundation floor plan. So if you guys do want to have it, you guys can go ahead and add that. So this right here is the build cost, like I said, with the China wall. So not too bad. So let me go ahead and get rid of the unneeded stuff. That way I can show you guys the floor plan here. Let me just set my foundation or my rotation floor. Sorry. Oops. I didn't. Thought I broke the wall on accident. Obviously, if you guys have a different way of doing the China wall, feel free, go ahead. I'm not stopping you guys from doing that. So let me just go ahead and do this. So this right here is the foundation of how to do the China wall. If you guys do it like this, make sure you guys pause the video, take a screenshot, whatever you have to do. So that's how I do it there. Obviously, you guys would have a gate there and whatnot. So that's how you're gonna do the China wall. If you guys do it, if you guys have a different way of doing it, that is completely fine as well. So let me get rid of this. And this is gonna be your build cost without the China wall. So take a good look. And there's the high quality there as well. So if you guys do want to build it with a triangle wall, that's optional. But without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys on how to build a base. What is up, guys? Jumping back, we got another Rust video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the base tour and the cinematics. Without further ado, I'm showing you guys how to build a base here. So first up, what we're gonna do is build the starter here. So what you're gonna need to do is find a spot to build. Put down a 3x3 foundation just like this, and I'm gonna be building this in its final form of the walls upgraded. So this makes it a little bit easier. Obviously, you guys can just go ahead and build this in whatever material you have. But just to save time in the video, I'm gonna upgrade this in its final form here. And once you have the outside, put two walls right here, just like this, with both facing in. Either one of these sides can be the way up. This is gonna be the way up for me right here, so I'm gonna put that there. And we can go ahead and put a TC down right away here. I like to put the TC here. Obviously, you guys can put the TC wherever you guys want. Put triangles in here. Go ahead and put the floors in. And we can put all the doors in here. Just for the sake of the video, I'm not going to be putting in all the doors in the deployables. That's kind of up to you guys. Once that's done, we can go ahead and seal the roof off here. Put walls on both sides here. And we need a wall on the back. And we need a door here. Put a roof on top. Now, you're going to notice there's no way to get in. So, come on any of these sides. I'm just going to do this side. Place two, the triangle in the middle with two on the sides here. And then, what I like to do is just have a triangle here. Just like this. And that's how you guys are going to get up right there. And that right there is your starter itself. Alright, now that the starter's done here, we need to build up this next floor here just to give us some more room. We can go ahead and add walls all around here, just like this. This is going to be the way in. And we need a way up to the next floor here, and that's going to be right here. Obviously, you guys can move that wherever you want. It doesn't have to be exactly be right there. We can put floors in here. Just like this. Now, if you guys want, you guys can keep this half floor here for extra storage, although it does make it a little bit harder to get up and down, especially if you're getting raided. So, for the time being, I'm not going to have that there. That's up to you guys. We can go ahead and seal the roof off here, minus our jump up, which is going to be right here. So, we can go ahead and add walls around here. Don't forget to put the floor, and we need a door here, just like that. Now, this is still your way in. If you guys want a little bit more secure way to get in, we're going to go ahead and we're going to build that right now. So, just wall this off here. You guys can jackhammer this out to pick as this wood floor out if you really want to. It's not a huge deal. You guys don't have to do that. And we can go ahead and put a door here, a roof, and then we can build this just like this. Now, to make it a little bit easier to get in, we need to build this one here. Alright. Next up, what we're going to do is we need to add triangles to all the sides here. And the reason that we're going to do this is because we need to build out the rest of the footprints in order to do the multi-TC, alright? And that way we don't have to worry about getting griefed. So, let's build out like this. These are temporary, that's why that's in twig. And, oops, we can build a temporary square and a triangle here, followed by a triangle here. This one's going to be upgraded later, so we can get rid of all this right here for now. Place walls like this. Two like this. And then these are going to be walls right here. And the reason that you have to do this is otherwise all this will decay and it needs something to connect to, so you got to put it in just like this, right? Once that is done here, we're going to multi-TC this. So we need to go 7 squares out with a triangle at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here's the leg again. Sorry about that. And we're going to build back with triangles. Just like this. And we can go ahead and get rid of all these triangles going all the way back. And that one as well. Next up, what we're going to do is we need to come to this corner here. Place a temporary square, followed by a square here. And we need to connect them. So we can just put frames on it just like that. We need to put a square here and a square here. Temporary triangle and a triangle there. We can get rid of the temporary one. Same thing for this side. Just like this. Now you're going to notice that this is all going to decay. Right here. So what we're going to do is place a wall here. And a wall here. And same thing for this side. just like this. We need to place a frame here and a wall here. And the reason that we need that is because we're actually gonna do the wide gap right now. So you go 4 squares out. Keep the last square, break these 3 here, and build back with triangles. Just like this right here. Break these. And this one temporarily. This is going to be upgraded, and this is going to be upgraded as well. Place 2 temporary ones here. We need to place these here just like this. With 2 squares. We can get rid of this one and this one. And this square is going to be raised. Just like this. Now we need a temporary triangle here. With... Oops, sorry, not a triangle. This is a square. Temporary square, and then we need a triangle here. And same thing for this side. Now the Y gap is in the case, so we have to connect this all just like this. Build this middle one up twice, and I'll show you why in just a moment. Make sure we connect this part just like this, and we can place these frames all around just like this. You guys don't have to have these frames here all the way around, and this one on top just gives us a little bit more stability. That way, you don't have to worry about this breaking or anything like that. Next up, we need a temporary one here, and we can put a square here with 2 triangles around it. Surround all the sides here, except for one side right here. This way, you're gonna be putting your entrance in here. This is where I like to put my large battery, so that's where that's gonna go. The TC can go straight back here, just like this, and we can wall that off with a window. And we can put the roof in here, just like this. We're gonna come out here, and we're gonna place the ramp just like this. Sheet metal, not high qual. We can break this, and then we need to come back inside here, and we need to place a ramp in here. That way this connects here, right? Once that is done, obviously you guys can go ahead and put your the compound walls in. I'm not gonna show that. That's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not gonna go into detail on how to do that. So that's the starter with your second floor and your external TCs as well. Alright, now that we got the second floor done, we got our entire footprint down as well as our external TC so we can't get griefed, and our compound. We need to get the base so we can actually defend it. So what we're going to do is we're going to be building the honeycomb. That way we can add our peaks as well. So we can come down here. All the sides are exactly the same here. So I'm just going to go ahead and build these all up. We can add stone in here. That way they can't splash at all. Obviously, further way up, that's going to be sheet metal there. And we can go ahead and add another one here. That's the same thing for these sides here. And we can add honeycomb in here as well. We can build this up another floor as well. And this is all going to be stone as well, just like this. Alright. And I think I just blocked my way in off. Yes, I did. So since this is the way in, we need to add a door here. Alright. And if you're having trouble getting in and out, what I like to do is just add these right here. Makes it a little bit easier to traverse your base as well from the inner piece. So just go ahead and do that. Next up, we can build this floor up one as well, just like this. And since this is the way up here, what I like to do is it doesn't really matter exactly how you do this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this just like this. And these are going to be the way up here, so I'm going to turn my mirror true on, just makes this a little bit easier. That's one way up, and there is the other way up. Same as both sides here. We can go ahead and put these in just like this. And these are going to be honeycombing, so we can go ahead and put all that in, just like this. And the rest of the spots here, this is why I like to add lockers, just for your starter. That way you have a spot to put all your beds in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put all them in. And we can go ahead and add a wall here and a wall here. Once that is done, we can go ahead and add doors in everywhere. And we can go ahead and seal this roof off here as well. If you guys want, you guys can obviously have this in high qual or sheet metal. It doesn't really matter. I just like to cover this in sheet metal on the outside and high quality on the inside. So that's what I'm going to do. Just like this. now that these are the way up here, this is where our shell is going to be. So once that is done, I'll show you guys what to do. So we need to come up here. Make sure I got my mirror true on. And this is way up here. So all the sides are going to be exactly the same here. So we can go ahead and put all these in here with low walls. Just like this. Add these in here. Put the low walls as well. That's going to go to the other side as well, just like this. And all the sides are going to be the same here. So we can go ahead and put a window there and a door here. Same for this side. Put doors in here, just like this. And we're going to actually steal the roof off now. So what we're going to do, come up here. Place the 1x3 here. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky, so make sure you guys do pay attention here. We can add these 3 here. Now if you guys are worried about it, I would recommend adding these in here. Just gives it a little bit more stability. You guys don't have to do that. But I like to do that. Once that is done, we need to come back to here. Add triangles all the way here. Put the square here and a square here. And then these 2 sides, we put 2 squares and then a triangle here. That's how this part here is gets sealed off, I should say, sorry. And then we can come down here, put a square. Oops. Let me turn my mirror 4 on, sorry about that. So we can put the square here and a triangle, seal it, and then we're just gonna rotate this. These are gonna be your bedrooms. You guys can set them up however the heck you guys want. It doesn't really matter. Just like this. And we can place a wall here as well. And a wall here. Make sure we add frames here and one here. We can build this up to the same height as the outside here. And we can build this up one more as well. Just like this. Oops, these are going to be windows, sorry. So these are going to be your windows right here. If you guys are worried about somebody's soft side in this, you can just put this the other way. It's not a huge deal. We can build these up too. And then build these up. Just like this. Next up, what I like to do is do the peak downs here. Put a square here. And a ladder hatch. This is going to add stability. We can come down. Place a floor. Obviously, this is all going to be out of twig, by the way, so please do keep that in mind. And we can connect it just like this. Once that is twig, you guys can just shoot that out just like that. Place 2 triangles on these sides here. Now, this part is up to you. You guys can either have your piece like this, or you can have it like this. It doesn't really matter. Personally, I just do this. You have a better piece here. Like I said, though, totally up to you. You guys can do that however you want. We can add 2 frames here. And we need to add frames all the way around here as well, just like this. And we can add frames here too. You guys don't have to have these frames here. Normally I don't even have them. But for extra stability, you guys should actually put them in, alright? Once that is done, we can go ahead and we can seal the roof off here. Oops. Just like this. And what I would recommend is adding these here and going like this. Then we have a tiny little gap here, not a big one there. And you guys can go ahead. We can put the ladder hatches in here and they go right here, I believe. Oops, I lied to set you this one. So you have a triangle ladder hatch is going to go right here. That's going to go up to the next floor. As you can see, we actually have inner peak down now. Obviously, you guys will have doors here. And if you guys are worried about somebody's soft side in this, obviously, you can just go ahead and rotate them just like this. Alright. Alright, once we got those inner peaks done, we need to build these peaks here, as well as a way to get up other than just the center here. So we're going to do that now. We can come down. And we need to build this up to the same height as this up there. But before we do that, I like to add this here. The left side here is going to be a drop off. So we can go ahead and add that. Add doors in here. This way is going to go up to the rest of this here. So I like to add this in sheet metal. Just so they can't jackhammer up right away. Put a floor here. And then this is going to go up to the next floor like I said previously. So we can build that up just like this. I'm going to build this center part up here first, and then we can do the next part. Obviously, you can go ahead and put your beds and lockers in here as well. Seal this off just like this. Make sure we have this part here. Obviously, you guys can go ahead and actually upgrade the entire outside to sheet metal. It doesn't cost that much more than having it as stone. And we need that as a half floor here. That way we can add this part here. That's going to be a peek in now. And we can build this all up here to this floor here. Same with this walls here as well. And we can add walls on this part here. We can put a ladder hatch here. I'll go ahead and I'll put that ladder hatch in here. Just like this. And this part here is going to be a square. And then 2 hatch frames here. We're going to place one like this. And then this one right here is actually going to be the other way here. Oop, come on, there we go. Oop. Just like this. We can go ahead and add this half floor in here. Now this half floor is kind of hard to do, so you might have to do it from the inside. So, kind of up to you guys. But what I like to do is just go ahead and do it like this. And then we can actually go ahead and put this in. Makes it a little bit easier. And we can do the same thing on this side as well. Just like this. Break this. Break that. And then we can put that one in there as well. We can place triangles in here. And a square. Just like this. Alright. Once that is done, we can actually go ahead and add another set of walls on the outside here. And don't forget to put a triangle here as well. Add some frames in here. Just give it a little bit more stability. Just like that. And we can actually go ahead and we can seal this entire roof off here. And the way that I like to do it, I add this so it's on the main TC. This square is going to be on the outside. Same for this one. And then it's just pretty self-explanatory from here. Alright, just like that. Alright, next up we'll be working on the open core here. So what we need to do first is build up the outside here, just like so. Now once that is done, one thing I did just notice is this frame needs to go up a half floor here. So let's build this up a half floor, and we can put a lot of hatches in here just like this. Once that is done here, we can come over to the side here, and we need to add a half floors all the way around this part as well. Just like this. You can do a half floor or full walls first. It doesn't really matter. It's essentially the same thing. So I'm just gonna do full walls here, just like this. And it's gonna do the same thing on all these sides here. And we can add a half floor honeycomb in here, just like this. Just like that. This can be sheet metal. And we can add this half floor as well. And we can put the floor in these. Same here. Oops. Just like this. Excuse me. And what we can do here, we need to add a half floor here as well. Just like this. We can break these two here, and we need to add another one here. Just like that. And then we can put the half floor on top here. Just like this. We can add our doors in, and we can seal this off. But what I like to do is add this in here just like this. Make the gap smaller, that way they can't just loot it right away. And we can add half floors in here like this. We can add this triangle here, so we get a little bit more storage boxes down there. Seal that off just like this. And this is going to be honeycombing in the back here, just like this. And then this is all going to be your bedroom here. And if you guys want, you can actually put a wall here, or you can just leave it open for a bedroom. What I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna leave it open for a bedroom, and I'm gonna add door frames all around here, just so it has some more stability for upstairs. Once that is done, add a door frame here. We can add another one here, and one here, and then we can add walls around this, just like this. Oops. And these should be sheet metal, sorry. Just like this. Sheet metal wall there, and one here. And this is gonna be a jump up. Make sure this is sheet metal, because this is where you're gonna be putting your auto turrets. And we can put a frame here as well. Don't put a door here though. That just gives it stability for above. And these things that should be stone. Next up, we're gonna do the center part here, so we can just go ahead and do this. Oops, this should be a sheet metal. And this is where your auto turret's gonna be going. So you would have auto turrets in each one of these little slots here. So if they try to look around it, we can put the windows in here, just like this. Oops, I forgot to have rotation 4 on. Not here in the middle though. We can put these here as well. One thing to keep in mind though is if you do put the vending machines in, it's a little bit easier to put the vending machines in and then you put this frame in here. So please do keep that in mind when you guys do this. And add this for some more stability. Same thing for this side here. I'm gonna go ahead and seal this off with rotation 2. Just like this. Oh, one thing to keep in mind, if you guys are worried about your bedrooms getting pickaxed out or whatever, you can upgrade this to high qual. Personally, it's not really needed. It's kind of a waste of mass in my opinion, but like I said, if you guys are worried about it, you guys can do that. So, once that part is done, you can add windows all around here. Just like this. Turn the rotation 4 on for this part here. We can seal this off like this. Add that. And obviously we can go ahead and we can seal our bedroom off here. Just like this. And then this is all going to be built up to the next floor here. So we can add another layer here. Just like this. And this is all going to be another layer of honeycomb in here. So we can add that right now. And the reason that this is all an extra layer of honeycomb in here is so they don't get all the beds right off the bat. Oops, a little bit of lag here. Oops, I had to be sure I had that right. And we can build this all up here as well. Add this in the floor. This should be on the outside like this. Seal this off. Just like this. Alright. Once that is done, we can add some door frames here in all the corners. And all the way around here. The reason that I add all these door frames, I know it's kind of excessive, but it does add, it does help with stability above is what I meant to say. And these are going to be how we get into the bedrooms here. We can add another half floor here in the middle. And we can add some more turrets here as well. And then we can seal this off. I like to seal this off in high qual here. Just because this is where, you know, your open core is at. Makes it a little bit harder to rate it. Just like this. Same for this other side. Just like that. We can steal all this off. And this is going to be a wall. You can just have it just like this. We can build this side up all the way around. Actually, let me turn my rotation 4 on. It'll go a little bit faster. Just like that. We can add another wall here. And these walls can go here as well. Add frames all the way around here for some more stability. just like that. And this is all going to be a half floor honeycombing as well on the top here. We can go ahead and add this in here. Now there's going to be a half floor that goes right here. This is where you can put a auto turret, so make sure that's in sheet metal. Just like that. And we're going to put a ladder hatch right there. Once that part's done, we can come in here and we can steal this all off here, just like this. Oops. In sheet metal, sorry, just like that. Steal off all the bedrooms yet again. Just like that. Like I said, this is all going to be half floor honeycombing in here, so if they do try to build through the top, it's just going to be honeycombing. All this can just be stone. There's no reason to upgrade any of this. So we can go ahead and upgrade all this to stone. Oops, just like that. Add all of our floors in here. Just like this. Connect this to the outside. You can actually connect it to the outside or the inside. It literally doesn't make a single difference there. Now once that is done here, we're going to be starting on the shooting floor next. Alright guys, last but not least, we're going to be doing the shooting floor here. As you guys can see, I already took these frames and I built them up to the same height as the shooting floor here. And then I just added these floors here just like this. So what you guys can do first, it doesn't really matter what order you guys build this in. The way that I'm going to do it though, is I'm going to come to where this hatch is, add 3 walls around it, and then put a door frame here, and then we can seal off the sheet metal roof here, just like that. And then next up, if you're looking out to your Y gap here, the triangle over here on the right side, this is going to be a jump up to the next floor. So we can go ahead and we can add that now, just like this. And then to the right, there's not to the right side, to the left of it, we add another door frame. That's how you're going to get out. And then we can put windows all over right here. And we can add some door frames here. Now if you guys want, you guys can add doors in here. It doesn't really make sense if they can just go through this door and then you go through this window. It'll be a lot cheaper. So please do keep that in mind. If you guys want to add doors, that's up to you guys. Personally, I'm not going to do that though. Next up, I'm going to come to the outside here. And then I'm going to add some windows here. That way you guys can actually use the shooting floor. Obviously, you can go ahead and put all your bridges in. Add some frames like this. Now, I would recommend having these doors here and then you open these. Let me just open these. And the reason for that is so if you're standing here using this Y gap, you don't get headshot from the side here. So that's why I have those doors there. You guys don't have to have them. It's not mandatory. Obviously, you guys can use whatever you want there. But what I like to do then is just take these door frames and spam them all around here. It's going to give a bunch of stability for the roof, and it definitely helps. So, alright, so once that is done there, that's basically everything you need on the outside. We'll come to the middle here, and we're going to place these frames in here. I'm turning the rotation 2 on for this part here. Add frames here. If you guys want, you guys can put a wall there instead. Doesn't make a difference at all. Basically the same thing. Now, in order to place these roofs here, it's going to be easier if you can place it from the top like I am right now. And you gotta place them just like this. And then we're gonna need one right here as well. Once that is done, we can seal this with the sheet metal roof here. And we can add some sheet metal half floor just like this. Once that is done, we can come back down here, add some door frames all around it, just like this. And last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna seal the roof off here. Minus right here, because that's where our jump up is. Let me go ahead and turn the rotation 4 on just to be a little bit faster. Oops. Now if you guys want this to be on the outside, as you're gonna notice, you can't place this first. You gotta place this square and then this triangle, and then you can place that square. Something to keep in mind there. Let me just get rid of the triangle here, not the square. There we go. And we can add these. And then what I like to do here, just so they can't get straight in, add 2 stone frames like this. And then you can add a square like this. And then you have a much smaller gap here that's like almost impossible to shoot through. Don't get me wrong though, you definitely can still shoot through that, right? And then we can place triangle here and a triangle here. Seal the roof off here. Now on the right side of all these, we're gonna need a half floor, and you have to have a half floor because if not, you ain't gonna be able to seal this off. Everywhere else, put a low wall, and we can seal this off like this. Actually, let me put these in first. And you're gonna notice you can't place this one here. You gotta place this one first, and then this one. And there's gonna be a roof peak right there. This right here is gonna be a peak up to the roof here. Like I said, you guys can obviously do your roof however you want. This is just how I like to do it. Oops, let me place this the right way. Put an airlock here. I'd recommend having an airlock up here at least. So once you have that done, you're gonna come down here. Place a half wall here and a half wall here, sorry. Followed by a window on top of that. Alright. We can place a roof here and a roof here. And we can put windows all around it just like this. Just like that. Now, if you guys are worried about somebody crawling under here, you guys can put a wall here if you really want to. It doesn't make a huge difference though, because you can still see them right here with that window. So, but that's basically the base done, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this. One thing to keep in mind though is if you guys want to have a turret here, and I just remember this now is let's go like this here. That way you have a turret here, and then you also have turrets on here as well. But like I said, guys, that's the base video here. Hope you guys didn't like that. Before this video does end, I just want to give a shout out to my editor that made the cinematics. His name is Austie. Make sure you guys go like his YouTube channel and subscribe. I'll have a link to that down in the comment section. And also, I just want to thank my thumbnail artist, David. He got my thumbnail done on a short notice, so I greatly appreciate that. But without further ado, guys, this has been Drippin', and I'll see you in the next one.